Salute discipuli. So we're doing the second sententia. It is supposed to be in the composition book with the first one. So you should go to the back of the first page, right on the back of the piece that we did alia jacta est. And we're going to do a new one. We have ab ovo usque ad mala. And before we start all that, I want you to come up here and set it up. So on the above the top line on your composition paper, put sententia number 2. Second line, put chapter 33, just so we can have these labeled and know when they came up in the whole thing. Now, don't start writing everything because I have some blanks to fill in. So the phrase is exactly how it should be, ab ovo usque ad mala. Now the font I use is kind of funny. It doesn't have a huge emphasis on the spaces between the words. They're there, but you can sort of accidentally mush them all together at the same time. So it's very Roman. So the phrase should be really big on the paper. On mine, I took up 7 lines, but there were 2 lines of me writing ab ovo usque ad mala. So make it big at the top of the paper. Don't take up the whole thing. We're going to do something with the rest of the paper. But it should be popping off the page. You should know that ab ovo usque ad mala is the whole point of this page. And I want to give you the literal translation. It is from the ovo, from the eggs, to the mala, to the apples. Now, to us, that probably doesn't mean much of anything, but for them, it was a figure of speech. So what I want you to know about that is that no one famous is known to have said this first. So that's the difference between this sententia and the last one. The last one was a famous phrase by Julius Caesar, but here it's just a figure of speech. Anybody could say this at any point, and Romans would know what they were talking about. So let's talk about what it really means. Let me switch this. So more figuratively, since it is a figure of speech, this means from the beginning to the end. Right? So we need to connect this a little bit to what's going on in our story, and I think it'll start to make a little bit more sense. So while I am working with the fours, I'm assuming that's what I'm doing at this point, unless you're just listening to this again. I want you to do some brainstorming. You need to answer some questions. So let's see. Number 1, let's do, why do eggs symbolize the beginning? Whoa! I knew what I meant. So notice up here, ab ovo comes first, and then ad mala comes second. So from the eggs, that's our starting point. Clearly, the grammar says the eggs are the starting point. And then to the apples, that's our ending point. So that's how I came up with the idea that eggs are the beginning. So that's your first question. Second, why do apples symbolize the end? And what is the English version of this phrase? You might come up with a couple things, but I don't know if you will have actually heard of the real one. The real one has ties to Britain, so it might be not so mainstreamed here in the US, but it's there. Maybe you've heard it before. So, last question. Can you use this when not talking about food? If so, how would it translate? So you have 4 questions, brainstorm amongst yourselves. I probably gave you a amount of time, but make sure you have it. I could even be checking your composition booklets whenever you're done with this today. So give me some good thoughts. Don't go beyond that second page. So by second page, of course, I mean the back of the first page. All right, so work on those questions, and that's it. Straw out.